I wanted to get a windscreen for my PT Cruiser. Fits on right here. It'll flip up. It'll stop the wind from blowing in the front. So what I ordered was a Aperta wind deflector. This is what you're actually going to get. It came packaged really well. I ordered it from eBay, and I'll put a link on there. To where I got it from. They shipped it out to me the same day I ordered it. It came in great shape. They packaged it really well. And the instructions are not really that great. You're gonna need, I'm gonna use a 3/8 drill to install it. And so the instructions just kind of go, they're a little bit weird here, but you'll find number 3, number 4, there's no 1 and 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. No written instructions, but I already tried to fit it in. Should be pretty easy to put in. Let me show you how I did that. You'll have to excuse the noise of the generator. The Hurricane Helena just came through here. We don't have any power. Had a hole in the roof I just had to fix where a tree limb went through. Thought I'd take advantage of the nice weather and put this in. So see the orientation of this? It goes in and it goes right up under your headrest here. You see the opening in your headrest? This just slips right in there. So kind of support it in place. Flip this windscreen up to determine where to put it. Flip it up because you want it to hit against this right here. So hold it up right here. You want to take your pencil, and this piece is going to slip. You pull forward and drop down. It'll go forward and hit your car right here to insert. That's where you're going to drill your hole. So you need to get it in there. You need to make a mark where it is with a pencil. Pull it back out and push it up so it locks into place. It's good to have somebody else help you. I already marked both of them. My wife helped me because she'll need to hold this side while I mark the other to get it level. Then we can take this and just lay it up here. Now we're going to need to drill our holes in our car real quick. So let's get the drill and do that. So we find our mark here. We got this popped out. We find our mark and we're going to drill our hole right here. I'm running the drill in reverse so that it doesn't go flying through and damage the back of it. The drill bit was a little bit small, but I wanted it to be tight. So what I did is I put it in and I wobbled it around a little bit to open it up. Now I'm going to take my knife and I'm just going to cut off the outer edge right there to clean it up. And then this should drop in. It's nice and snug pushing it in. Your washer and your bolt's going to go in from the back. Be careful putting this on. You do not want to drop it because then you got to take this piece off. I showed in the earlier video how to take this off if you needed to change your cylinders for your top. The threads are kind of tight and they did that on purpose so that you can just hand tighten this thing down and it'll stay in position. It won't back out on you. I imagine you could worm a wrench around in there if you needed to, but I don't think that's going anywhere. So let's drill the other side out. Before I drill the other side out, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. We are going to go ahead and lock this in position. That way we know it's in the right place. Pull this up and let's check it on this side. What we want to do is check it over here and make sure we're in the right place before we drill it. I'm holding the top of this in position with my hand and I'm going to let this out so it touches. Now I can make a good mark. I know exactly where my hole needs to be when I drill this out. Pull this back, tighten it up, take the other side out. Pop your seatbelt out. We see where our mark was. Let's drill it out. See how it pulls. That's why I'm running it in reverse. And then we're going to go forward this time, but we're going to open it up. Don't open it up too much. You can always do a little more if you need to. Slice this edge off out here. We're going to put this piece in, so let's unscrew this. A little too tight, so let's open it up a little bit more. There we go. It's nice and snug. So again, be very careful how you're holding this so you can slide it in there and get it to drop on. Same thing here. Make sure we don't drop this piece. Just take your time. You're going by feel to get that thing started. All right, so it's good and tight.
Yes.
Let's put our seat belt back in. Snap the top in. Snap your bottom back in. Snap the other side back in. It goes in the same way. So we slide these in the back. Tilt this down. All right, pull this back. Insert it in. Do the same on the other side. Insert them in. Just jump out. Fairly easy install. And it stays in place good and stable. Fold it up, it's touching here. That's going to keep it from folding all the way forward while you're going down the road and the wind's pushing this way. If you want it down, just press it down. To get in your back seat, all you got to do is open your door, tilt your seat forward, and you can reach things in the back. Take it out, you just simply pull this piece off, pull it up, it'll slide right to you and come right out. You can throw it in the trunk and store it until you need to use it. So let's take it on a test drive. We're gonna get out here on the road. We're gonna leave the back down and we're gonna see how Michelle's hair blows with the back down, and then we'll flip it up. So let's get out on a main road where we can go 55. So let's check out Michelle's hair in the wind. How it's blowing. Now flip the top up, Michelle, can you reach? Well, I definitely can feel the difference in the wind myself. It's not swinging through here as much. So we're on the interstate, 70 miles an hour. The window is up, the deflector up. We can actually hear each other talk with it. The wind's not very bad. We took a trip to Myrtle Beach a few weeks ago and we had to put the top up because the sound of the wind was so tough. We couldn't even talk. But this is actually really nice. Her hair's not blowing around everywhere. You still got your convertible open. I think it's definitely worth the investment. Do you like it?
Yes.
And here's what your deflector looks like on your car. I gotta say, it did make a big difference in it. Pretty easy to flip down. You just grab it here, lay it down flat, put it back up, you're ready to go. We enjoyed it. I say it's definitely worth the money.